What's up, everybody? Danny from Headwaters Kayak, and I find myself in Rohnert Park today at a legendary shop called Wind Toys. It's under new ownership. I wanted to introduce you to Billy, who's the new owner, and walk you around his store. Let's go check it out. All right, Billy, welcome to the channel, man. Thanks for showing me around.
Thanks for coming by, Dan. I'm Billy from Wind Toys in Rohnert Park here. We're at our new location. We were in Santa Rosa for about 30 years and moved down to Rohnert Park at the end of last year. And yeah, come on in. We sell Hobies and Jackson kayaks, and we rig them up, do a lot of fishing kayaks. One thing I like to do in my store is kind of build how I would like to fish out of a kayak. So like we've got this Pro Angler 14 here that comes with a graph, with a 20 amp hour battery, with a black pack, and with some landing gear. So it gives you everything you're gonna need to go out on the water, slide this thing in the bed of your pickup, and you're ready to go.
Yeah, I love that. I like that you have it as a package, ready to fish. You know, that's one of the things why I wanted to shoot this video, because I came in here and I'm like, all right, here's a guy that actually does the sport.
Absolutely.
And you do demos, right?
I love fishing, and I do demos every Saturday morning. So between 8 and 10, we're somewhere usually local here, because I got to get back to the shop by around 10-ish. And so yeah, just hit me up, give me a call, and I've got a demo of basically everything I sell. And we can get you out on the water. You can try different boats, whether you want to try a Jackson and a Hobie, whether you want to try an Outback compared to a Compass, compared to a Passport. You know, I use them all and I love them all. And so it's the best way to get out on the water and to pick your kayak is to actually sit in a couple different ones.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed when I had the shop is I would get somebody to come in and they would want something in particular. And I'd say, all right, well, based on what you're telling me, you should try these 3 things. And more times than not, someone would actually end up buying something else besides what they originally wanted.
Absolutely. Like, I think we know when you come into our store, like maybe what direction we want to steer you for the better of the customer, right? And maybe they've seen this Pro Angler 14 online and they think, oh man, I need that, but they're an ocean fisherman that does a trickier launch, and I know that thing's gonna be a pain in the butt to get down to the water. Might be a little happier in something like this Outback here. And so all sorts of different boats, and getting out and trying them is the best.
Yeah, there's no substitute for that.
Absolutely.
Right on. Well, I wanted to see what else you got going on in your store. It's like your little accessory department here.
Accessory room here.
I see a ton of Yak Attack gear.
Yep. Also Hobie, lots of Yak Attack.
Some Burley Pro stuff as well.
Burley Pro, and then Yakima rack systems.
And do you guys do your own rigging here as well? It seems like it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we can rig any boat, put motors on, put fish finders on, live scope, lights, as crazy as you want to get or as simple as you want to get.
All right, cool. What's the deal with this one here? It looks like it's been a little used.
Yeah, so this is what I have on consignment here. It's a sweet deal. So we have for $6,000 with the trailer. And this thing, I did rig it. So this has live scope on it with a live scope pull. You know, your secondary transducer, forward facing sonar, 9-inch Garmin unit, tons of Yak Attack gear. He didn't own it that long, so I really don't know how much it was used. But it is a 2022 360 Pro Angler 12 here.
Yeah.
Awesome bass fishing rig, or if you want
Pretty
to
cool
get the
boat.
tournament scene.
Yeah, some people just build these things up with great intentions, but don't necessarily put them to you. So
Definitely.
that's cool.
Yeah.
You got some Adventure Islands here.
Yeah,
you guys...
this one I'm doing a refit on. This is an older Adventure Island. I don't recommend using this in the surf, which is what happened to this one. And actually the cross arms got ripped out, so I built a backing plate here. You want to see something crazy? It ripped the brass inserts when this thing was flipping around in the surf.
Oh, AI in the surf.
Tore the brass inserts out of the plastic.
Wow, I've never seen that.
And it actually snapped them.
That's insane.
It was nuts. So I built a little aluminum backing plate here and got this reattached, and then we're putting on new Akas. Got the Amas a little cleaned up.
And you guys used to do a ton of sailing stuff at the old shop, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we used to have a bigger yard where we had like used sailboats and new sailboats. I still sell new Hobie cats. So like the little Hobie Wave is probably my favorite. And we sell Tandem Islands, and next year with the Adventure Island coming back, we'll sell those.
Yeah, it's exciting to see it making a comeback.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Right on.
For sure. But definitely a lot more kayaks nowadays.
And you guys have heard me say this before, but whenever I do a shop tour and there's gear drying in the back room, that's when you know you're at a legit place. If you go into a kayak shop and there's not some sort of either fishing gear or boating gear drying, you're probably at the wrong place. You need to go find the ones where the guys are actually doing the sport. That's where you're going to get the best service. And definitely Billy is living the lifestyle and is pretty legitimate. So if you guys are in the area, really anywhere in Northern California, you're willing to make the drive, come demo some boats and check them out, man. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Until next time, this is Dan and Billy wishing you happy paddling. We'll see you on the next one.